Alright, hey everybody, so welcome to another After We Collided movie prediction video. So today's video is talking about a subject that ever since the coronavirus actually started to spread all over the place, not only here in the US but overseas, one of the big questions that a lot of people have had in this fandom is, will the coronavirus affect the release of After We Collided? Will the coronavirus delay After We Collided from being released? Now, I'm going to go ahead and say right here up at the front that the only way for After We Collided to get delayed is if the release date had actually been set, but no release date has officially been set, so the film cannot get delayed. So like whenever they actually, set the release date, if it then moves to another time, then that means the film got delayed. But as of right now, there has been no official release date set for After We Collided, so the film cannot technically be delayed. But to talk about the coronavirus for a second here and how that could affect After We Collided, I'm going to come at this through two different ways: before Peter Rabbit 2 got delayed and after Peter Rabbit 2 got delayed. So before Peter Rabbit 2 got delayed, especially with the reason why Sony is saying why it got delayed, I would have said no. You can release After We Collided here in the US, and then you can start to release it overseas like a little while later, like once all this is cleared up, once the movie theaters start opening, you can have like a stretched out release date, between domestic and international. And that's what I would have said like before Peter Rabbit 2 got delayed, and that's what I actually thought was going to happen. But then all of a sudden, when Peter Rabbit 2 got delayed, and Sony not only blamed the coronavirus as one of the reasons why they were delaying Peter Rabbit 2 to August overseas, but the reason why they said that they were also delaying it here domestically until August 7th is because they were worried about piracy. They were worried about Peter Rabbit 2 leaking out online, that somebody here in the US would actually record it and put it up online and, bootleg it, and then, it would actually hurt their bottom line overseas. And that's when I started to say, okay, After We Collided could end up getting affected, because one of the big criticisms, especially here in the US over the release of the first After movie, was the fact that by the time the US finally got it, it had been leaked so much online that like a whole bunch of clips had been leaked online, a whole bunch of, full scenes from the movie have been leaked online, that by the time the US finally got it, people in the US were feeling like, oh, well, we've already seen the movie. Like I can already, put together all the clips and I basically have seen the movie. The only thing I have not seen is maybe like a few transition sequences or maybe like a few smaller scenes, but like all the big sequences are there online for you to see. So once Peter Rabbit 2 got delayed because they were worried about privacy, that's where I do think that After We Collided could end up being affected by it, because that is like one of the big criticisms that surrounded the release of the first movie, is that, the overseas got it first, they started putting out, scenes online, and, started leaking out scenes online, and then, by the time the US got it, you could pretty much put all those scenes together, and you pretty much have seen the movie, so no reason to actually go to the movie theaters. So yeah, if they are worried about piracy, and this has always been like one of my feelings with the release of After We Collided, has been that they are trying to release this thing pretty much everywhere at the same time, that they're trying to do a day and date release, not only, here in the US, but also overseas, to kind of release it at the same time to avoid, that happening again, where by the time, one country gets it, like everybody else is pretty much, leaked out all the big scenes online, and you can pretty much put it all together and you basically have seen the movie, and that really does hurt the studio's bottom line. But like I said at the beginning of this video, the only way that the film could get delayed, or actually you can call it a delay, is if the release date had actually been set, and there have been no official release date set yet for After We Collided, because we don't even know what's going on with the US distributor. We don't know if we have one. My theory with what's going on with the US distributor, or especially with how it relates to the coronavirus, I'll make another video talking about, some other theories that I have about the US distributor, but especially with how it relates to the coronavirus, I think that one of the big things is that Anna Todd and the team, Jennifer Gibgot and like all the team who are actually, making the deal with these studios are pretty much trying to say, please set a release date, please set a release date, please set a release date now, please tell us like when you'll release this. But with the coronavirus having, so much uncertainty in the world right now, especially here in the US, as it starts to, get bigger and bigger just here in the US, we don't know where we're going to be in a month from now. We don't know where we're going to be 2 months from now. We don't know where we're going to be in the future in terms of the coronavirus. So the studios could be very hesitant to set a release date because there's just so much up in the air. Now, to give the more capitalistic, more greedy, more evil response to this, especially when you look at the release date, especially as so many big films start dropping like flies and start, delaying their releases, I do think that with zero competition, After We Collided could kind of slip in here now and, start making more and more money because there is no competition around, because, there is like nothing around to kind of, to kind of hurt the box office, like other than the virus, but there's like no big movies, to really like hurt the box office. So like in a more cynical, more evil, more, capitalistic, like more greedy, selfish response, I would say, go ahead and just slip in After We Collided now. And, it could just ride that wave of there really is nothing more in the theaters. But I'm not suggesting that they do that at all. If one of the reasons that you're saying delay the film because of the coronavirus, if one of the reasons why you're saying that is due to the fact that you want to see a more, full promo tour because you want to see like a more, like more book tour, more book signing, more, book, like fan meet and greets. Even if the coronavirus were to get completely healed and completely, taken away, I think that with everything that has happened with the coronavirus, I don't think that, fan meet and greets are going to look the same for a little while. I don't think that, I think that a lot of people are going to be a little bit more hesitant to take pictures with fans. I think that people are going to be, a little bit more hesitant to, be in a big group of people for the time being, even if the coronavirus were to get, completely wiped away tomorrow. I think that, or even like a month from now or 2 months from now, I think that there's going to be some kind of like residual effects in Hollywood in how, stars and celebrities and actors, actresses, directors, famous people actually interact with fans. I think that that's going to have like some long lasting repercussions for the foreseeable future. So even if like this thing were to get completely wiped away tomorrow, I still don't think that we would have that full promo tour that a lot of you are actually asking for because of the virus, because people are going to be a little bit more hesitant to be around people. People are going to be more hesitant to actually, take pictures with fans or, take selfies with fans or, sign on or get in like that same general vicinity with like a lot of people. So I do think that even if the virus were to get healed tomorrow, I think that there will be long lasting repercussions in Hollywood in how they do the meet and greets and how they do, the fan events. I think that that will be one of the long-lasting repercussions that we cannot even begin to understand the effects of this thing for the foreseeable future. But yeah, jump down to the comment section below. Let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your continued love and support. As always, remember, if you like what you see here and you want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's go through all the stuff you'll be able to find on this channel right now. So every day I'll be doing daily uploads of the read-throughs where I literally go through different books and read to you guys page by page, chapter by chapter, all 7 books of the After series by Anna Todd, It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, and Gabriel's Inferno by Sylvain Renard are now on the channel to their completion. I'm working on Gabriel's Rapture / the Gabriel series by Sylvain Renard right now, and these will be daily uploads barring any types of personal illnesses or issues. Now that we have the official green light of the After We Collided movie, I'll be bringing you guys constant updates on that, so keep looking forward to that. You guys are going to be so updated that you'll be begging me to stop the updates, and those updates are also going to cover After We Fell and After We're Happy. So once we get the green light on those 2 films, I'll also be bringing you guys constant updates on those as well. Every other day, I'll be doing different topics that come up in the After fandom. So if there's a topic out there that you guys want to see me talk about, go ahead and either leave it down in the comments, or you can find me on either Twitter, email, or my Facebook. All the relevant information is on the About section of the channel. As always, remember, this channel would not be able to go to the heights that it has without you guys, and so for that, I am eternally grateful. You know and I know there are plenty of After fans, old and new, who have no idea, absolutely no idea that this channel exists. So keep sharing the channel, keep spreading the word of Charles's movie channel, because this will easily be one of the best After series channels you'll find right here on YouTube, or dare I say anywhere. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Keep liking, keep commenting, keep subscribing, keep sharing. My name is Charles. Welcome to the After series channel. I'll see you later, After fans, After naters. Take care, y'all. Love you.